United Grind Society presents The Turntable, where we discuss everything relevant to hip hop. I'm your host, Haiku, and for today's subject, each one of us on the panel is going to reveal a classic or critically acclaimed album that we were supposed to like, but didn't. And all that on The Turntable. All right. Hey. Thanks for peeping. Thanks for checking us out. Before we get into the topic, we got to introduce the panel. So to my left, we got special guest,
Jason, hip hop fan.
All right. And then to his left, my man Speed.
His name is still Speed.
Okay. All right. And then to my right,
Jinx, Most High in the building.
All right. Okay. So all of us have whiteboards, and we're all going to reveal to you an album that we feel
And
is...
each other.
And each other.
We haven't seen these.
We haven't seen them. We haven't seen them. Some people have been trying to look at mine.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
He wrote some bullshit. But let's go.
I did mine like
We're going to reveal an album. You said what?
I did mine like Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're all going to reveal an album that is critically acclaimed or we're supposed to like, but we don't like. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, what you got?
What you got? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What you got, Joe?
Oh, this is terrible.
This
This
gonna be interesting.
This is gonna be interesting. All right, Speed. Let's start with you. 'Cause I got a whole lot to say to you. Let's go.
Man.
Nas Illmatic. You got a lot of nerve.
Got a lot of nerve. For those that know me, knew this was coming. This is no shock to you people. So, alright. I don't know how well that's showing up on the camera there, but my pick was Nas Illmatic. And my runner-up was Tupac, Me Against the World. Pissing people off.
You needed a runner-up?
I got a runner-up. I couldn't help myself. So, alright, let me start this by saying, I do like Nas.
I can't tell. it ain't hard to tell, right?
Me liking Nas did not have to start with this album. This album dropped, and I was like, I need a Polish boy. What else you got?
Oh boy!
Wow.
Okay, you were hungry at the time.
Must have been hungry because I had better shit to do.
Wow.
Now,
How many times have you listened since its release? In totality.
I've heard the album a lot of times, but let's to be fair, that's a good question. To be fair, when the album dropped, in totality, I probably heard it twice. And whatever you want to consider that, giving it a fair shot or whatever. And now is not the time for it. Like I don't like listen to it now. I don't feel like I get whatever all of them 90 cat got from it. I don't think it's possible to get that now. Because I think the album did come out in a time capsule and it just hit at the right time. So if you didn't get it then, you're not gonna get it now.
But you were there though.
I was there. I was there. I was at the show.
I saw you there.
I was at the show.
I mean, it ain't like your ass just got out like, what the fuck is this? Oh, you just stepped down.
I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to talk about the Tupac one.
We're not. We're sticking with Nas.
There's so many songs on that I love.
Okay, so when this album dropped, I was, I don't even want to say I was more of a West Coast rap fan, but I probably was more of a West Coast rap fan. Mm-hmm. At the time this album dropped, I was on more lyrical miracle shit. Mm-hmm. More Hyro fan type.
Oh, so you talking about West Coast underground way? Because you gotta you gotta be specific.
Oh, the West Coast stuff, but I was probably more on that West Coast underground shit. But I was probably more a West Coast hip hop fan though at the time.
Okay.
And then there's that Queenbridge. I call it Queenbridge flow, which I hated. I did not like the way them dudes were.
You just an entire city, just an entire borough.
Well, you know the flow when you hear it. Nas, AZ, Benny Sham. Pick somebody from over there, man. Them dudes all kind of had this
Prodigy.
this thing.
Prodigy?
Yeah, Prodigy. Yeah.
Those
Okay.
guys have different flows to me, but that's all right. I
They
okay.
have different lyrics.
So you saying like
It's a style.
the
It's stylized.
cadence,
It's stylized.
the cadence is
Yeah.
similar. Is
Yeah.
that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Not necessarily the delivery.
The perfume wasn't pretty. I went on it.
Wow.
Damn. Sorry, guys.
All right. Well,
I still love you.
let's move. We'll move on. We'll move on to.
Don't like me no more.
Nope. Never
cool.
liked you. Never liked you. No, but Jason, you have an interesting pick as well. I know we've met before, but this is you
It's not
just
the way
really
to-
put this
not
is
the
not
way-
the way.
I know.
This ain't the way
for.
for a relationship to work. We're supposed to be friends
And
now.
we brought
I
you in
know.
on some shit.
Right. I know it's some hard. I'm a real fan. So
So show everybody what you picked.
Yeah. Let's hold them up.
Raekwon.
Raekwon, and not just any album.
This album.
OB4CL.
Yes. So,
Why?
like Speed, I was on West Coast rap at the time, and then I kind of moved towards. I think what was all the time like No Limit or a little bit of Atlanta music. So I was into that, and my friends was like, "Man, you gotta get Raekwon CD. It's hot." I remember the day I went up to Dow's Rapid Creation and bought the CD. I buy CDs.
Rapid creation.
Yeah. And got the CD, popped it in my deck.
You weren't impressed by the purple tape.
Not impressed at all.
You didn't like the artwork?
The artwork was nice. I give you that. The artwork was nice.
You ain't like the purple.
Man.
If it had been ready, it'd been fine.
It was a disc or was it
It was
a
a
tape?
disc.
Okay.
It was this. Popped it in.
What'd you think the tape made? Tape might have been broken.
I want to ride with this man. You know what I'm saying? I want to ride right now.
I'm in the car, I'm telling you. First intro, wasn't feeling it. Second intro, wasn't feeling it.
This is good.
Third song, wasn't feeling it.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm like, what's going on? They saying it's hot.
Oh.
Y'all know Dow's gonna take CDs back, so I went to the record exchange.
Oh no, you took it back.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh God.
I went to the record exchange.
Oh no.
I was in line. The guy looked at my CD and he was like, "You about to take that back?" I'm like, "Yeah." Man, it was brand new.
Bet he bought it
I
for your ass.
paid
He took it in there.
$13. I spent $13 on that CD. They tried to give me $4. Dude said, "I give you $5." I said, "Here you go."
So okay, so
It
look.
was that bad.
So have
So
you
when
listened to it in totality since then? I'm gonna ask you the same
Well, I'm
question.
saying, how did you get around the? You bought it because somebody said you should listen to it.
Yes.
Like okay,
like it
so
was hot.
what was the first? What was the first? It was Cream first? The
Yes.
first joint off there?
And you ain't like Cream?
I love Cream.
So did you like Woo at all? Like before?
Yes.
Okay.
I like Woo.
This is a weird
This
situation.
CD just didn't
Like ice cream. Ice cream.
like on your board. There's one song on that CD I love, but this I just wasn't feeling it.
Haku's having a hard
Hey,
time.
man,
right now.
I'll listen to it again for you, and I'm gonna go in the comments and I'm gonna let you
Okay,
know.
so you said you have listened to it since, or you have not?
I have not listened to it since.
I would see. I wish we could have got, you know what I'm saying, like to you beforehand, because I did re-listen just to kind of make sure. But I mean, it's fair in your assessment. You was there, you bought it.
What are you saying? You don't like it either?
No, I'm saying for mine, I listened to it.
Oh,
like,
I was about to say,
when
yeah.
we decided on the subject, I was like, let
Oh,
me just go back and listen.
Just to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Still,
that you
make
had
sure
it.
I still hate it. And it still made your board. I said so.
So my pick was "Like Water for Chocolate" by Common.
I agree with that.
All right, so let me say this. I bought every Common album up until this point.
Me
All
too.
right. And when I heard this, I was not moved. I was not moved. And I think it was more of a beat thing. I still think he was rhyming, I just wasn't really feeling the beat. So I'll say that.
Okay.
I'll say that. So it's more musicality. That was
And
my
we
big
didn't
thing.
cover that with y'all.
That might
y'all
have been
too.
for me. For me, when I'm listening to my music, the beat has to hit me.
So more beats. All right. So
Yeah, that was my thing with this. I mean, especially after One Day It All Makes Sense, because to me, I put that up in like classic territory. So
yeah,
to go from to go from that to this, I just felt like I was just let down. Maybe my expectations were too high. You know, maybe my expectations were too high. Because I'm not even saying that I really like Resurrection. I thought was sick, but I enjoyed One Day It All Makes Sense like 10 times more than I like Resurrection. Like I like Resurrection.
Yeah. And also as a Common fan, I know what you're talking about. I experienced the growth. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get you. I mean, I understand that. It wasn't my favorite Common album at all, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed a lot about it. I knew where he was headed, you know, as far as like artistically.
I'm looking at the track.
I think Badu got to him by then, didn't he?
That might have been the problem.
That was the Badu, the Badu album.
That might have
wasn't
been
it?
the problem.
It was a little bit sensitive, and you just wasn't feeling that part of
I
it.
wasn't feeling it.
Because it had like the light
I like that song. I did like that song.
6 inch.
No.
You didn't like
Crane was
Thelonious?
the only one I like.
It was a little more
You
sensitive.
didn't like Thelonious?
I mean, I'm just not. I just wasn't feeling it, y'all. I just wasn't feeling it. I came in with the expectation because literally with One Day It All Makes Sense, I could listen to the entire album like front to back.
Well,
I just didn't have that.
You know, I mean, I understand, you know, why you picked it. I understand, you know.
What's your argument though?
My argument would be that I don't know for a lot of people, even most Common fans, if Like Water for Chocolate would be the album that you're supposed to like from Common.
Okay, and I hear you. I've argued with people about this album. Okay, and the people that are like diehard Common fans, and I guess maybe it just hit me because I felt like I was supposed to like this album. Like I felt moved because after One Day It All Makes Sense. I mean, you couldn't tell me anything about Common, anything negative about him. It's like, you know, Can I Borrow $1 to Resurrection? Like, oh my, I mean, the growth just from those two albums alone, but then to go to One Day It All Makes Sense. I mean, he's at the top of the game. You know, at least in my opinion, he's top of the game. Top 10 at least, in my opinion, during that time. And then to come out with this is like, I don't know, man. I just...
Telling the world you just don't like Dilla.
Dilla to
No,
me,
hey.
I do like Dilla.
Let's get ready. We're
I do
going to knuckle up.
I do like Dilla.
We're gonna
But to me,
knuckle
see
up.
the Feast of Famine with me, with Dilla. See the Feast of Famine. Either I love it or I'm not feeling it.
Now, see, I will say this, and I'm not sure with Light Water for Chocolate if it's a kind of included, but I know my turnaround point was the Electric Circus. That's when I was like,
You're done.
I agree with that. If there was any Common album on there, I would have put that one on.
and I know for a fact that even Dilla didn't like the shit that he did for Common for that. I don't know if that was also for, you know, as far as like Light Water for Chocolate. I don't know if that had any, you know, if that was any included.
It's in there.
But Dilla has publicly stated like, yeah, I ain't feeling this shit.
Well, and
You make a track and do pick all the ones like you want. You sure you want that?
Right. You
But see,
know,
but, yeah.
because you know, you get in the studio when you working with a cat and you working with a producer in the studio. You're like, why don't you try this?
Yeah.
Why don't you switch them drums out and use these?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, your name is still on the beat, but there's a lot of influence there. So who knows? I mean, maybe that's what happened, but I can dig it.
All right. You really can't, but I
No.
I appreciate I appreciate you trying. What's yours?
Can they see that?
Liquid Swords. Jizza. Didn't like it. You got a frowny face on you. Frowny face. You got emojis up on
Real
you.
disappointed. Happiness there.
Because I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it. You know? And it was kind of one of those things. I fail to remember where it was in kind of the lineup of the Wu-Tang solo albums release. I feel like it was kind of in the middle. Am I right? Am I right or wrong about that shit? I don't know. But all I know is that I fucked with that.
Fuck with Nas, okay.
No. I fucked with that.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
Cuban Links.
Yeah, as far as Wu solo releases, Iron Man, you know what I'm saying? Even Takao.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Takao maybe it might have been after Little Swords, but when I got to this, everything from the intro, it was just so slow. Just everything about it. It was just so slow. And I felt like I liked nothing off of it.
You didn't
know,
yes, I'm going through the song list right now. So you didn't like Cold World.
So, okay. I had to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back.
Uh-huh.
And like I said before, you know, we did this, I decided to listen again. And I was like, man, you know what? There are a couple joints I like on here.
All right.
Not including Cold World. I don't like Cold World. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
The dope concept of the song is there. I get that. The verses to me was okay. I don't like the singing on that shit. I don't like it.
You need to hear the remix.
No.
The
Fuck
remix
that.
is with D'Angelo, and that's nice.
So
That's
I got some likes.
Okay.
After, you know, years later, after listening to it.
Okay.
And my likes are Gold.
Okay.
I like Shadow boxing with Meth.
Yeah, it was good. You don't like labels?
No. That's my category. It was an
Tell me, my motherfucking boy. Man, okay.
And I mean, this is years, you know what I'm saying? This is years later, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. I Got Your Back. You didn't like that?
No.
I'm looking at this
Bible
and I'm
is in my likes.
Where I was at.
I don't. You know what? I mean, there's songs on here that I like, but I don't feel like if I didn't get any of them, hip hop would be any different for me right now.
Was he the first? Hold on. Was this album the first to create that acronym for Bible?
It was the first that I was hip to.
If anybody knows if this was like, did he create this acronym? Because that's pretty fucking genius within itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is like some shit that he made up or if it's like some common shit that I'm just not aware of. But, you know, I kind of get the idea behind it. Even at the time when I heard Bible and I was like, yeah, it's creative. But by this time, I've heard all this shit that I don't like. So even the cleverness of the song Bible just didn't appeal to me and didn't make me like it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I give that creatively, I would give him points for that. But as Swordsman was one that I liked. Listening to it in 2019, but overall, man, I mean, it's not amongst my favorite, especially with the Wu-Tang, you know, lineage and legacy. It doesn't rank up there for me. You can crucify me in the comments.
And they just left Cleveland too. Y'all cats.
They left Cleveland, and I would have went. Even I would have listened to Jizz's shit too. but I was on tour, so
You had a good excuse.
yeah. We was in Chicago.
So it's always interesting to see what everybody's pick is, right? I think it's always, you know, and I know you guys probably have a pick or two as well. Man, hit us up and let us know what album that you felt you were supposed to like but didn't.
Definitely let him know that he's on bullshit. And
We got a lot of nerve. Everybody up here except for me, y'all all crazy. Yo, we out. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right, cool. That's it.
I'm listening to all this shit tonight.